Hello guys, Silverblade22 here, bringing you another Silver Squad builder on FIFA 17. Now, I have lost my voice a little bit, I've got a bit of man flu going on, so you have to bear in mind that, my voice maybe doesn't sound quite as beautiful as it normally does. But anyway, today, we are going to be looking at a squad builder that is being called upon by lots of different people, and it's one that I didn't really expect, but it's a national team that I really love, and they have some really fantastic silver players this year, and it's actually Sweden. But before we get into that, if you haven't checked out any of the other silver squad builders we've done up to this point, then definitely go and check them out. We're really focusing on the squad builders at the moment because it really gives me a chance to talk about lots and lots of silver players in the early stages of FIFA, which is really cool. Because yeah, I mean, I don't really like focusing on individuals at the moment because, as I say, there's so many players to talk about. Let's get a bit of a broad spectrum approach. Anyway, in goal, we've got Nordfeldt, who has been a relatively decent silver goalkeeper for a few years now. A few people don't like him, but I think he's relatively decent. No massive complaints. Johansson plays at right back. He has got 85 pace, 68 defending. His physical's not that great, but, you know, he's relatively solid. There are possibly better options if you want better defensively minded players, but I think Johansson did a relatively good job. My first centre-back is Helander, who is really the more solid, tall centre-back of the partnership that I've got going, which is 60 pace, which isn't too bad, 77 physical, 75 defending, 6'4", medium-high work rates. Love those work rates. Right up next to him, we have Baffo, who I haven't actually seen before. Has he been in previous FIFAs? He's 6'1", he's got medium work rates, which isn't ideal, but he's got decent pace, decent defending, decent physical, and played very nicely in game, and is very cheap at 350 coins. Our left back that we've got is Safari, used to be in the Pro League, very solid player, you know, with that 84 pace and 75 physical, actually really good at passing, probably a little bit better than his 67 passing suggests, moves forward up the pitch a lot, but I did ask him to stay back on the player instructions. Holman is our CDM, very solid, really enjoyed this card, almost 70 in every stat, really good at, you know, cleaning up any pass that goes anywhere near him. I'll talk about him a little bit more as we get into the clips. Our first central midfielder has been moved down from a cam. We've got Quayson, who has 81 pace, 72 passing, 76 dribbling. Relatively decent shooting, decent physical, hasn't got 4-star skill moves, which I actually thought he did have, but plays very nicely in game. And the reason he's 3,700 coins is because I bought him as a centre mid. Tibbling is very good, very well-rounded card. The only thing that he doesn't have is an ability to shoot. That's super disappointing, as I really feel like edge of the box, he'd be really nice to sort of take some long shots with. Barkroth is it's just really pace and skills, to be honest. His passing maybe wasn't as good as his card suggests, which was a little bit disappointing, but he wasn't horrendous. He had 76 dribbling, is obviously very nice for cutting inside, and his shooting was okay. Now, Strandberg is a absolutely phenomenal player. He's got an 87 beast rating on Foothead. He's got 79 pace, 68 physical, 6'2", medium low work rates. Doesn't have the greatest passing, but as a target man, you can't really complain. Fantastic in the air, and only 300 coins. Now, Sam Larson, this is, not Seb Larson from Sunderland, but Sam Larson is got 78 pace, 82 dribbling on the silver, is really nice, 69 shooting, 69 passing, really well-rounded card, 4-star skill moves, and I've really enjoyed him, probably my favourite player to use in this team. Now, as you can see this team, guys, just before we get into the clips, you can see that I haven't used any informs in this. Now, I did try out some of the informs and some of the players from the Movember, but to be honest, I just went with this team. It's a lot cheaper. I can probably buy it for under 10k, and it's super OP. Oh, need to change my batteries. But yeah, super OP, and I didn't really feel like any of the informs really add anything. There's a very pacey striker, but I felt like Strandberg was more efficient in that position, especially in a 4-3-3 formation. Let's talk about the formation just before we talk about the team. 4-3-3 hold is a really nice formation. It's so good for counter-attacks. The CDM really cleans up everything nicely. And with Hold'em, I really feel like he was more than capable of tidying up the defence, but also distributing the ball out really nicely into a sort of counter-attack. You know, I can't really complain about any of the players in this team. This is the team, guys. I've used it so much. I've really enjoyed it. Larson is so dangerous from that left-hand side, cutting inside. You know, I think he scored, was it about 8 goals in 6 games for me, which, you know, might not be that good, but I'm in Division 4 now, so I think that's relatively good for a silver team, because I really feel like it's harder to use silver teams this year. Tibbling, very talented player. As I said, shooting ability, not the greatest. But partnering up next to Quayson, I really used Tiblin as the sort of passing player, and Quayson as the player, almost played a cam role, sort of cut in just behind Strandberg. And Quayson is very good. If you've got the money, definitely give him a go, because he's very OP, and he's in a decent league as well. So his price probably won't drop massively, but yeah, very nice player if you've got a little few coins, which I'm kind of assuming by November you probably will have. Defensively, very, very nice. Helander actually is very, very solid. 6'4" means he very rarely gets beaten in the air. I mean, I came up against Ibrahimovic in one game, and Helander was out jumping him every time, which is really cool, because that Swedish battle was very nice to see. And as I say, Helander really, really did outdo him. And Bivou was relatively decent. He paced more than anything. But overall, this team, guys, is so good. I really recommend, if you've got about 10k and you want to really start going with your silver teams, I'd say this is the team to use, because I just think there's so much talent in there. You've got the option to put in forms and Movember players in if you want to. I personally didn't feel like they added anything. The only one that I did use for a couple of matches was as it is, I think he's called Hop or something like that, and he's the goalkeeper. But to be honest, I just felt like it was, it was about 10k, and I just felt like it wasn't really worth the additional coins. I felt like Nordfeld did a fine job, to be honest. Overall, guys, solid team. Really enjoyed using it. Probably my favourite team as far as silvers that I've used so far. And I'm really looking forward to revisiting some of these squads when we've got even better players to put in. But anyway, guys, for any chat today, I'd love to know, what is your favourite formation on FIFA 17 and why? If you're interested in mine, I've got 3 that I'm pretty solid on. 4-4-2. 4-4-2 second variation, and 4-3-3 hold that I've used in this video. I'm not a massive fan of 4-3-3 in general, but the 4-3-3 hold variation really gives you the defensive stability, but also that counter-attacking prowess that you really need. 4-4-2 and 4-4-2 second variation are just really solid formations that sort of give you the width, the defensive sort of capabilities, and I really quite like 2 strikers up front. So yeah, I really feel like those formations are the ones that I love the most. But I'd love to know which ones you love the most, and I'd love if you could comment below, letting me know what you thought of the video, which silvers you're enjoying. As I say, what is your favourite formation? Subscribe if you like silver content, and leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, guys, because it lets me know what sort of content you guys like. Cheers for watching, guys. Thank you.